I think the original catalyst dates back to about 6 or 7 years ago when we had the Jordan Institute do a sustainability study for us based on all of our energy use. One of their biggest recommendation, although they knew it would be an expensive one, was to convert from our oil systems to biomass.
And several years later, I started attending some biomass conferences, looking into it a little more, and found out about an opportunity through the U.S. Forest Service and the North Country RC&D for a pre-feasibility study. Applied for that grant, got the pre-feasibility done, things looked good, prices were coming down, oil was going up, and 2 years later we converged on this focus to get the biomass plant done.
The output on the biomass boiler is 5 million BTUs, and then we have 7 million BTU output capacity in our LP backup boilers. We're serving 24 buildings at the moment, and so we are, as I've heard but could not confirm, one of the larger district plants doing hot water in the country. I can't swear to where we rank, but I know that we're definitely one of the larger ones.
They're doing this all the time in Europe, but we don't really have that at this scale here, which actually surprised me a little bit because probably if I'd known that before we got into this project, I would have been a little bit more hesitant. But Dan Wilson and Lou came into this, very confident. Oh, this is easy technology. It's a no-brainer. And then to find out that we're now the model and you want to get me on a website was disconcerting, but rewarding too, I guess.
Our campus in general, the part of the campus served by the plant, because it's not literally every last building, but most of them, campus, we're about 280,000 square foot of building that are being served by this in rough numbers. It's a hot water distribution system which replaces our old systems, which were a hodgepodge of, we had 10 buildings on a central steam plant that burned number 4 oil. Then the remainder of our buildings were on their own standalone boilers that had varied fuels, number 2 propane, and in one case kerosene. So we've been able to eliminate the need for all those various systems, which on the maintenance side of things, every one of those little systems is one more place you need to go, and so centralizing this has really been helpful. At this point, we have a nice centralized system, and we were really well suited to this conversion. It's been very smooth for us. We got up and running late April, I believe, if memory serves. So largely started off with the tail end of a heating season, and then for the majority of the first handful of months to domestic hot water. That went smoothly for us.
There'll be 2 major benefits for our students here at Holderness. One is that they'll be able to download data and we can evaluate trends for energy efficiency, for which buildings use the most heat, for heat losses around the system, as well as understanding more basic science concepts that can be extrapolated from that data, like heat capacity of water, thermal transfer of energy. So getting at that data will be great. It will also be a forum where our students can show their work. And we hope that there will be links. There are links planned to sites where our kids will upload their work concerned with the biomass, as in 3D computerized modeling that's already been done. The development of it has been very smooth. The Forest Service has stepped up with North Country RC&D as well, and we were lucky enough to receive a grant. We did hire an outside expert to come in and work with our owner rep to develop this website. So it's been a lot of collaboration, and we think the website will not only serve our students well, but will be a platform for other students at other levels of education as well.
The North Country Resource Conservation and Development Council is a nonprofit here in New Hampshire that has been working for many years in helping communities, organizations, local government, and business explore the benefits of using renewable biomass heat. Maintaining a sustainable supply of biomass fuel from our forests is important for our forest resource base. It helps landowners, having this market for low-grade fuel helps landowners practice good forestry, and that's good for our forest base. We do this so that we can help communities and businesses lower their operating costs and keep their energy costs local.
We did a lot of touring of other plants, worked with some great people on the design side. Wilson Engineering consulted with us, and I think benefited from other people's mistakes, and we're able to learn from them and build a plant that I think works really well.